We're live, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to our
Wait, we're live.
live. Yeah, we're
Oh,
live. Welcome to our live talk, where we're going to be talking about all
yeah.
the Marvel movies, which we think is rather fitting with Avengers Endgame coming out.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
Eric, give me
it's
one
crazy to
sec.
think that this. Huh?
1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, it's. But yeah, to everybody watching, isn't it crazy how this whole series has been going on for 11 years now? 11 years. I mean, it's been going on since I was like a junior when I was in junior high, when I was in the 8th grade. Wow, just 11 years. It goes by, doesn't it? Yeah, I never would have thought that this ever would have been a series when the first Iron Man came out.
Wow. Nobody's in here right now?
Well, I don't know if there is. There might be, but it's just that I just kind of thought that I should talk.
You scared him away?
With my.
You were talking about Halloween. Meanwhile, it says Avengers.
But yeah,
So
and it's
this how. Yeah, I wanted to start talking about how Avengers started. Basically, Iron Man was the first movie.
that it was 11 years ago now.
Can you believe it? Iron Man.
That's crazy. 11 years ago now.
That's longer than your YouTube channel.
By just 1 year.
Yeah, you were doing it for 10 years.
But yeah, holy
Dang.
crap. I mean, I remember when the first Iron Man came out, I actually remember it was at the very, very end of my 8th grade year in junior high.
Right.
Holy crap. And I remember when the first Iron Man came out, honestly, I never even heard of Iron Man.
Hey, Cushman, what's up? We're talking about Avengers. We're talking about the movies.
Starting off with Iron Man.
Iron Man,
the
yeah.
very first Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. I thought that movie was so good. I remember it came out the same year as The Dark Knight, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it did actually. It actually came out a few months before, and
yeah, I think in May or something. I don't remember that.
Around May or so, and then Dark Knight was like July. I have the first Iron Man, but I haven't watched it in a long time.
Dark Knight, I remember it came out July 18th. I still remember that.
And
I remember I went to the midnight showing for that movie.
Hey,
we're talking about Avengers, and right now we're on Iron Man because that's the first one that started everything.
Which and the cool thing is like that, the first Iron Man was actually a huge risk. It was because that, back then, all that Jon Favreau really was known for, he was known for directing like that Christmas movie, like with Will Ferrell, Elf, and Robert Downey Jr., at that time,
he directed
his career was pretty much downhill at that point.
I might see Endgame tomorrow. Oh, that's awesome. I'm seeing it on Friday. When are you seeing it, Eric?
I'm going to try to see it either Thursday, maybe Friday, maybe sometime over the weekend. I'll see it as soon as I possibly can.
Did you get tickets?
I haven't, but I probably should.
Yeah, you're probably not seeing it till like Sunday.
Well, at least I can see it.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, and it's just crazy to think that, like that, if it wasn't for Jon Favreau and Robert Downey Jr., we would have never had the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. We would have never had Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but
we would have never had any of that.
I agree with you, but going back to this, do you think that they knew that Iron Man was going to be the first movie in this thing? I think like they came up with the MCU a little bit later on, even though it is the first one. I don't know if they thought that that was it was going to lead to. Did they?
Well, from my understanding, they wanted to hint at it, that the possibilities there. But at the same time, though, they also wanted to focus on, making it an actual good movie. So then that way people would actually want to see it, which is something what a lot of studios need to take hint of like Warner Brothers and Universal with that Mummy reboot.
Yeah, yeah. Nathan Spratt says Captain America is gonna die. I think so too.
I think so also.
He's toast. If
But
he
anyways,
survives, if everybody survives, I'll be mad. I want some deaths, don't you?
I do too, but at the same time, it'll be sad. But at the same time, though, I mean, 11 years is a long time, man. And it's gonna have to come to an end sooner or later with like some of the actors playing those characters. So pass on the torch and whatnot.
He says there's so many spoilers already. Wow. Anyway, so
which I'm trying to avoid like no other.
Yeah, it's easy for me to avoid. I just don't watch those videos.
Right.
Yeah. So Iron Man was the first one. I thought it was a very good film. It was probably the only one that I liked of the Iron Man series, to be honest.
Yeah, same here.
Iron Man 2 was stupid, and Iron Man 3 was the worst one, I think.
Yeah. Iron Man 2, to be honest with you, I would rather watch that than Iron Man 3, but it's still not saying much, which sucks because, Iron Man 2 like had the same director, Jon Favreau, so you would think that that it would be at least a good movie. But to be honest with you, I only watched Iron Man 2 once in theaters, and I felt like that was enough for me.
Yeah, for me, I was shocked because I know Jon Favreau as a comedian. And I was surprised that he even did Iron Man. When I found out he was the one, I was like, what? He did such a good job. I was not expecting it. Iron Man 3 was so corny. Yes, Iron Man 2 was good. I didn't like Iron Man 2. Thanos better die. Yeah, I think he will.
I think he will too. But
this
yeah,
is the last Avengers movie.
Too ahead of ourselves.
Do you agree that this is the last Avengers movie for at least a while?
Well, I think it's going to be the last one with the original cast, and I think it's going to be the last one for a while.
You think there'll be an Iron Girl? No, I don't think so.
I doubt so. But anyways, we actually jumped ahead a little bit too quickly. We actually forgot to talk about the 2008 Incredible Hulk.
But that's not part of this.
Yes, it is.
How?
Well,
because that one was.
If you remember in the 2008 Incredible Hulk, there actually is a cameo like from Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark.
Yeah, but that one had a whole different actor. It had Edward Norton as.
Well, Edward Norton was actually supposed to reprise his role in Avengers, but I'm guessing like that there was just some conflict that was going on, and then rather than having Edward Norton, they just decided to replace him with Mark Ruffalo.
There might be a Marvel Secret Wars. What's that?
I don't know either. But anyways, what is the 2008 Incredible Hulk?
I liked it, but it just sucked. We didn't get to see more, so it was kind of like weird. And then we never got a Hulk. We never got a Hulk movie after that. So
yeah, and so. It is weird now in retrospective.
Yeah, I don't even. To me, I don't consider that part of this universe. I just don't.
I can understand why. I mean, it seems like one of those movies now, like that everybody pretty much forgot about it. This point in time now.
Hulk was a good movie. Yeah, I thought it was good.
The 2008 one or the 2003 one?
No, 2003. 2003 was horrible.
It was. I mean, some of the CGI was pretty bad, and they took itself way too seriously without this at the same time, though, making it feel like a comic book. It's like, why can't you just have fun with it?
Nathan, you're jumping ahead. We're going to get to Thor. We're going by order right now. We'll get to Thor Dark World, I promise.
Yeah, we will, but...
Right now we're talking about Hulk, which I was surprised how good it was because I was kind of like because of the 2003 one, I was not looking forward to it, but I was happy that they remade it because I do like Hulk. He is an interesting character. But if you think about it, what's the difference between Hulk and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in a way? It's kind of similar.
Which, and I mean, I think that maybe like that's what
the inspiration
was going for.
Like,
like when he created the Hulk. And what's funny, originally the Hulk was not supposed to be green. The only reason why he turned out to have been green it
Yeah,
was
he was
because
like,
the copying machine wasn't working.
yeah, he was a different color at one time. Yeah,
Yeah, like originally he was supposed
he
to
was
be like
gray or something, right?
gray. Yeah,
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I seen where the Hulk was gray.
yeah.
Um,
It's weird now.
it's weird now. Everybody just pictures green, but green was like the wrong color for him. Hulk's the best Avenger and the strongest. Yeah, I think he's gonna play a big role in this movie.
I
But
think
yeah,
so too. I think it will make up for how the Hulk was just too scared to go up against Thanos in
right.
the last movie. I'm pretty sure that they'll make up for that.
Yes, Eric.
Which, and I really do wish that they would make another solo Hulk movie with Mark Ruffalo, but I think it's because of the fact that those other two Hulk movies just didn't do that very well.
I
Like
remember one thing about the Hulk I didn't like. I didn't like the villain in Hulk. I remember that.
the 2008 one.
Yeah, like that was just. I don't know. I didn't like him.
It's been a long time ever since I've seen it, so I'm pretty much just going off of memory by now. But
That's my prediction, Nathan. That Hulk will be the one. He has to have his redemption story. He didn't do anything in the last movie. I think he will contribute.
and the one that came out after that was Iron Man 2, which we already talked briefly about it. I mean, I was
Oh, Iron Man 2 was
disappointed.
bad. I didn't
Yeah.
like Whiplash. I didn't like any of that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I would rather watch Iron Man 2 than 3, but it's
Oh,
still
yeah,
not
me too.
too much. But
Iron Man
yeah,
3 is like, it's kind of reminds me of like Jurassic Park in a way with how it is.
right, yeah,
Except,
and
you know what's funny is the second Jurassic Park to me is like it's like a guilty pleasure.
yeah, same here.
Like I
And,
know it's not good, but I don't mind it, you know.
and
Iron Man 2, I only see Iron Man 2 once, and that was it.
yeah, I saw it once in theaters, and I just felt like that was enough. And I actually had it on Blu-ray for a while. But what was funny was like that I never even watched it when I had it on Blu-ray.
Do you do that? Do you like buy Blu-rays and then never watch them?
Yeah, which honestly, it is pretty.
That's a waste of money, Eric.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is pretty pointless. But which is why that I actually sold it. It was because of the fact I was like, well, if I'm not gonna watch it, well, then what's the point? So
Yes. They could have made an Iron Man 4. Yeah, they could have. They could just.
yeah, they could have.
I'm happy they didn't, but they could have. It's not like this. You know, some series they get better as they go on, but that one was just getting worse.
Yeah, which if it was gonna get that bad, then I'm happy that they didn't make any more after that. So then
Right.
after Iron Man 2, I think it was Captain America: The First Avenger, or was it Thor? I think it was Thor after
Thor
that.
came out before that. If I remember.
Thor was in 2011, and so was Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yeah, they're all around that time. So Thor, I like the first one actually. I do like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get the whole Natalie Portman why she was in the movie because I knew it just didn't make sense.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't really buy the whole chemistry of Natalie Portman and Chris Hemsworth. It just, I just didn't really buy it. I just didn't really buy like that. That they actually were in love, and at that time, I never even heard of Thor, and I
What?
never heard of Chris Hemsworth or.
Wait, Tom,
Tom
you
Hiddleston.
never heard of Thor before the Thor movie?
Uh-huh.
Not even
Never
like
did.
Greek mythology or nothing?
Well, I mean, of course, I heard of the Greek mythology. I just
Thor
I just
Ragnarok was
never even knew like that he was like a Marvel character, and at first when I saw it in theaters, I thought it was going to be really, really, really bad, but I gave it a chance. And when I first saw it in theaters, I absolutely loved it. But to be honest with you, each time I watch it, it gets a little bit worse. It's just like that. Now I don't really buy the whole relationship between Natalie Portman and Chris Hemsworth, like I said. And some of the jokes were
I saw it
really
once.
bad.
I saw it once and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of like Thor Ragnarok better, but
Yes, but Wait, before we get to Ragnarok, let's talk about the second one, which was the worst Thor movie.
Well,
Right.
we also we have a little bit to get there. It's because we have to talk about Captain America: First Avenger, the first.
Oh, okay.
Avengers.
I thought you wanted to do like a series first, like just finish like Thor and then go to Captain America. Because then we'd be switching back and forth. That's kind of confusing, no?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like we do
right.
we did Iron Man all at once.
Well, yeah. We could just go by series.
That's what I'm
Thor
trying to
and
do. So when we got to Thor, I was like, let's just talk about all the Thor movies. Then we'll go to Captain America.
Okay, yeah,
Captain America, I have too much to say about Captain America. Like, so, yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't hate the first Thor now. It's just, I mean, I just don't like it as much as I did when I first saw it.
Is it all because of Natalie Portman that you don't like it, or is it something else?
Well, it's not just Natalie Portman. It's just some of the jokes just feel really forced. Like about that whole joke about how, like that one sidekick character, like that one girl character. I thought she was really, really obnoxious about some of her jokes and.
Oh yeah,
just felt really, really forced. I really didn't like her.
Okay, so I agree with you on that. That girl was pretty annoying. What's up, Bavit? We're talking about Thor right now. Is Loki coming back? I think so. I don't think he's dead.
Maybe as like a cameo, but probably not anything big.
I think he's listed that he'll be back, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
But yeah, to be honest with you, I haven't seen Thor: The Dark World. I was going to see it in theaters.
Oh my God, Eric, save yourself the time. Do not watch it. I saw it in the theater and I just wanted to leave, but I was like, I paid for a ticket, and like I told you a bunch of times, tickets here in New York are very expensive.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, so I just stayed and watched it because I was like, I paid for it, whatever. But I wanted to leave. It was so bad. The villain was horrible. The storyline was just all over the place. The direction wasn't good. Like nothing was good about that. Chris Hemsworth was
shouldn't surprise you. Well, I mean, that shouldn't surprise you. It's because it's directed by the same bozo who made Terminator Genesis.
Oh, it's the same guy? I didn't know that.
Yep, the same guy.
That's crazy.
So yeah. So he ruined not just one franchise, but two.
Endgame is so long, I can't wait.
But yeah, I really don't have anything to say about Thor: The Dark World because I never saw it.
Like Eric, how do you do that? Like, how do you watch the third and the first one, but skip the second?
Well,
that's like watching Back to the Future 1 and 3 and never watching the second one.
Right. Yeah. Which, yeah, I never thought of it that way, but yeah.
That's what you did.
I mean, it is kind of weird, but it's just that I just didn't really want to waste my time. I mean, honestly, I also kind of got that vibe that Thor: The Dark World had a very, very slow and boring pace to it.
It is so slow. It's so boring. You got it right, like, without even watching it. I don't know how you figured that out.
I just kind of got that vibe from it.
It's not 3. It's Ragnarok.
Yeah. And it was like how I got that vibe that Batman v Superman was going to be bad, and I was right.
The thing is, I gave it the benefit of Batman vs Superman. I gave benefit of the doubt because it's Batman versus Superman. How are you going to mess that up? But they found a way. So.
Oh, they did big time.
Yeah.
But so why don't we talk about a better movie now? Let's talk about Thor Ragnarok. What did you think of it?
That was a really good one. That's the best Thor movie out of all of them. Thor Ragnarok was the best.
I mean, there are people who had a problem with it being more funny, but at the same time, though,
Oh yeah.
I don't really have a problem with that.
There is a lot of comedy in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, there is. And at the same time, though, I think that helps to make up for the last one being so boring and so lifeless.
Yeah.
It's like this one's now full of life. And Thor Ragnarok, I was very entertained by it. And I also got the gist of Thor: The Dark World, just so then that way I wouldn't have to waste my time watching that movie. And I thought went at a good pace. I liked the characters. I was entertained, and I thought it was hilarious. Like the timing of all the jokes was hilarious.
Yeah, it felt it was a good movie. It had action, it had comedy in it, it had everything. I know a lot of people they don't like when they mix comedy and action, but I don't know why. I don't understand the reason for that.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it can fail epically, but at the same time, though, if you do it right, then it can be pulled off. And so, it
Thor Ragnarok, yeah, it did have the best ending.
man, it also was cool to finally see Thor wear his famous helmet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we finally got that.
Yeah.
And also was weird to see Thor now with short hair, which I'm not saying that that's like a huge deal, but it's
No,
just
Eric, I agree with you. I miss the long hair.
I do too. I mean, I thought that the long hair kind of helped him make look more godlike, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, it's not a huge deal, but I do kind of miss his long hair.
The funny thing is that Thor became my favorite Avenger because of these movies because he was so funny, I felt like.
Right, and I also think like that they cast the perfect actor for
Oh
him.
yeah, Chris Hemsworth was perfect, and I remember when it was first announced that he was Thor, I was so happy that he was because he had the look. I had no idea about
Right.
his acting or anything, but I knew he looked like the guy, and that was enough for me.
And that's also, and I have heard a lot of things about him. Even behind the scenes, I have actually heard in like all of his co-stars and
Hmm.
everything like just love him.
Yeah, yeah. Thor
And
looks cool.
so
He looks cool with short hair, but I just like the long hair.
right, and it's also funny how now Chris Hemsworth is in all these reboots. Like he was in the Ghostbusters reboot. He's going to be in the Men in Black reboot.
What did you think about Loki turning good though? That's something that I can't get over.
I think that like that gave him a character arc. Rather than him just being like so one dimensional
But
and all
he was
that.
okay, not to skip movies, but he was the villain in Avengers. The
Right,
main guy. People forget this.
right, and I mean it's weird, but at the same time though, I think it
Loki's a
makes him more human.
transsexual? What? Somebody wrote that in the chat.
I know. Like I said, I just thought that gave him more of a character arc and like that, me even some like the baddest people
Mm-hmm.
can even turn good if
Yeah.
they choose to. But yeah, and and probably my favorite scene of the whole entire movie probably had to have been like where you got the awesome cameo like from Jeff Goldblum and that awesome fight scene between Hulk and Thor.
Yeah.
Man, it also was funny, like about how like as soon as Loki saw Hulk, like he was all wanted to hide it and whatnot, and it's because of that scene in Avengers, like where Thor when Hulk was just banging the crap out of Loki. That
Right.
was hilarious.
Yeah, Loki. The reason I don't want him to be good is he was a villain that I really liked in Thor, and I thought that was awesome. I don't think Loki should stay dead. I disagree with you, Nathan, on that. I think that Loki he's just so vital. He's so important, and the fact that he died was kind of like a cop out because he died like such a weird way. Hey, Zane Winder, what's up?
Yeah, he did, but we'll get to that later. So,
I got like a rant on that when that gets here.
any more thoughts on Thor Ragnarok?
Nah, just thought it was a funny movie. It was action packed, and it was what you want in a superhero film. I thought it was very good. I liked the pacing. I liked the directing, and I have nothing else to say except Chris Hemsworth knocked it out of the park again, like he always does.
He did, and I mean the good news is I think that we're gonna get Chris Hemsworth as Thor a little bit longer. So,
Oh yeah, I know that. But I'm also gonna see him as Hulk Hogan, so I gotta get you.
right, and so that's gonna be interesting. So, anyways, let's now talk about Captain America.
Oh my god, I want to start off with the rant. The first Captain America was horrible.
Why did you hate it?
I hated it so much because they had such a good cast and they messed it up. They had Hugo Weaving as Red Skull, and he was so lame in the movie.
He was, and I mean, even though I liked the
I
movie,
love Hugo Weaving.
yeah, I mean, he was so wasted as Red Skull. I just think it was the way how he was directed and
Yeah.
written, which I mean, it shouldn't surprise you. It's because they got the same bozo who directed Jurassic Park 3, and that.
What is your thought? Did you like? I don't like that movie. I find it slow, boring, and
Well,
really horrible paced.
I liked it when I first saw it.
Uh
Kind
huh.
of like with Thor.
You went back and saw it again.
But each time I watch it,
It gets worse.
It gets worse and worse. I mean, there are things I liked about it. I thought that they made Steve Rogers a likable character and all that, and I thought some of the action.
Okay, what they did, yeah, like the backstory is cool, all that and whatever, but also like it takes a while, and
Yeah, it takes a while, and
you say it was boring but good, but I don't consider boring good, Nathan. Like if I'm bored, it's not good.
right. That's not good.
It's supposed to entertain me. It felt like, and the thing was, when I heard Red Skull, Hugo Weaving, I was so excited because first of all, I like Red Skull. He's one of my favorite villains.
Right.
And then Hugo Weaving on top of it is one of my favorite actors. And then this guy, they barely gave him screen time, and they didn't make him that interesting.
And yeah, he was such a wasted villain, and which actually kind of, made me upset. It's because of the fact that I remember when I was a kid, I actually used to read like the Captain America comic book.
He's like the main villain for Captain America.
Right. I mean, that is just like with Batman and the Joker. It's like, it's like his arch nemesis. But at least it was better than the 1990 Captain America movie.
Oh yeah, but that's not saying anything.
Yeah. I also like Captain America's suit. I liked how they kept it war themed and so, but at the same time, they also stayed true to Captain America.
I knew when they chose Chris Evans, though, it'd be a perfect fit. The reason I knew that was he wasn't that Fantastic Four movie, and he did an amazing job as what's that guy's name?
I think it was Johnny Storm.
Yeah, Johnny something. The fire guy, whatever his name is. Anyway,
I think his name's the Human Torch.
Human Torch, yeah. He did such that movie was not good. It was okay, but he did such an amazing job as that guy, as like the cocky guy. So I was like, he could probably do Captain America good, and I thought he was always a decent actor. And then when he was chosen as Captain America, I was very happy. But I was like, they wasted his talent in the first movie.
And what was funny was that it actually wasn't supposed to be Chris Evans. Actually, originally it was supposed to be the guy from A Quiet Place, John Krasinski, I think his name is.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was.
I would not like him as Captain America.
It's weird to imagine now. It's because of the fact that we got so used to Chris Evans, but
this is why I'm mad, because I think he's the perfect Captain America, and he's stepping down. Red Skull was in he was in Infinity War, but that was weird. I didn't understand that, and that was not even him.
And which was funny is because the fact that I originally thought that Captain America was going to die in Infinity War, but let's not jump ahead of ourselves too much. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind the first Captain America, but it does have its problems. But
I'm not gonna lie, I find the first one really boring, slow paced, and takes a while to get to where you need to. Backstory is too long. These are all the problems I have with the first. Hey Colby, what's up? With the first Captain America. Now, Captain America gets a lot better in the next film.
Absolutely. So I mean,
this
right here. I mean, this right here is one of the rare, one of the very rare times where the sequel is actually better than the original.
Yes.
It's weird. It's because of the fact that for this and a lot of the future Marvel movies, they got the same guys who did You, Me, and Dupree. To think that those guys, could make such great Captain
But
America movies and such good Avengers
I
movies.
agree that Winter Soldier was amazing, but I don't think it's the best Captain America movie.
I do think it's up there, but
It's up there, but I think Civil War is better. I don't know. What is your opinion on that?
it's really hard for me to choose because I really like both of them. I mean, you know, for me, I mean,
And
that's
what's
kind of
up,
like
Cole?
saying that you have two really hot girls in front of you and you have to pick one. It's like, hey, why can't I have you both?
Yeah, but there's always like something that you like about one more than the other. Like, oh, she's a blonde or she's a brunette or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I never thought of
She's
that
funny,
way.
the other one is not funny. One gets mad at
If
one
I
gets
was
mad
forced
at
to
me
pick
when I
one,
play checkers and the other doesn't.
that is ridiculous.
Go
Like, does
back
she dump
to
you over
Eric's video.
checkers?
So yeah, I
Women,
don't know.
man, you
Winter
can't live with
Soldier.
them and you can't live without them. But
That,
yeah, if I was forced to pick one, I guess I'll go with Civil War. It's because of
I went with
the
Civil War
fact,
because they had Iron Man in it too.
right? Yeah, and it's just I just thought that the conflict, you know, like was relatable and you understood both sides, and I thought that the action was awesome.
Hmm.
But you know, but one thing that I loved about Winter Soldier, I thought that that had one of the best cameos from Stan Lee I have ever seen.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
That was hilarious.
yeah. Rest in peace, Stanley.
But yeah, I think that unfortunately Endgame is going to be his last cameo.
Oh yeah, they have already announced that this is his last cameo in Marvel movies. So that means that
That's
Spider-Man
sad.
won't have any. Uh, yeah.
So
Um,
yeah, I mean it sucks, but
I
I
mean,
mean, you
there's
know,
nothing
he
to
was in
say
his
about
80s.
just Winter Soldier and Civil War. They just blew me away at how good they were, and surprisingly, because
They did.
I'm not a big Captain America fan, like just in general.
Hmm.
Um, as one of my superheroes, he's not even in my top three. But I think that they did it very well. I think and Chris Evans obviously did a great job together. Played Bucky, did amazing, and of course Tony Stark when he came in Civil War and they had that conflict. It was so entertaining to watch.
Oh, was it especially when you found out? Like, I think it was the Winter Soldier, like who actually killed uh Tony's parents, and who could just see
Yeah,
like the rage in his face.
yeah. Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, shit's going down.
yeah.
And yeah, I also thought that you know, Civil War pretty much is what Batman v Superman should have been.
Hmm.
Which is funny, it's because they both came out the exact same year.
Yeah, but they just did it a lot better. They executed it better. Um, and the funny thing is that Batman and Superman are my favorite like superheroes. So I don't know how they
Right.
made it.
And you know, and I also loved like how that about how that they were able to bring in Spider-Man, and I also loved how they were able to bring in Black Panther and all these characters without it. But at the same time, though, it also didn't feel like too convoluted. It was the complete opposite of Batman v Superman,
Oh yeah, definitely.
and I also thought that Tom Holland as Spider-Man looked like that he
Do you?
knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, but going back to Captain America, like it's so sad that Chris Evans is hanging it up so quickly. Why do you think? Like we didn't have as many as I thought we were gonna
Well,
get.
from my understanding, it's because of the fact that
His contract is up and they don't want to renew it.
well, from my understanding, it's because of the fact that it really has taken a lot of his time, a lot like with advertising and all that. So, and then he hasn't had as much time, you know, for family and personal stuff anymore because he's been so busy being Captain America. I think that maybe that's why.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but Infinity War and Endgame were actually shot at the same time.
Really,
Yeah, they were just released a year apart because they wanted to. They released it a year apart because they needed a break in between the two movies.
right? And also from my understanding is that Avengers Endgame was actually supposed to be called Infinity War Part 2.
Yeah, it was actually.
Changed its name.
It was okay. So it was called Avengers: Infinity War Part 2. Then they changed the title to Endgame.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed it.
Do not like the title Endgame at all.
I don't mind it. I
No,
yeah, I guess it works.
the reason I don't like it is, I mean, I guess you could tell it's the last one, but if you were like new to the series and somebody's like, oh yeah, you gotta watch Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron, then you gotta watch Infinity War, like it's kind of confusing, I think. I don't know.
But yeah, so let's talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my god. There's only two, right?
Well, there's two right now, but
Yeah.
they are working on a third one.
The third. Okay, so I loved the first one. Absolutely was
I did too.
one of my favorite superhero movies. It's kind of like Thor Ragnarok, where it's really funny too.
Right. And
It's called Endgame because
and the funny thing is like that at that time nobody ever even heard of Guardians of the Galaxy. Even while
yeah, I had no idea. I'll be honest, I had no idea what Guardians of the Galaxy.
I've never even heard of them. And originally Marvel thought that it wasn't going to be that big of a hit, which is why that they just released it back in August. It was because that they didn't think it was going to be a big hit. But they were obviously proven wrong, as if, Guardians of the Galaxy ended up being one of the biggest hits that they've ever had. And it's also because of Guardians of the Galaxy, like it's actually why that Chris, what's his name from Jurassic World?
Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Chris Pratt. I mean, if it wasn't for Guardians, Chris Pratt,
I mean, he still had Jurassic World, though.
Well, I mean, Jurassic World came out a year after.
Yeah.
But I mean, it really was because of Guardians, was why.
Well, actually, he got famous on
becoming a huge star.
Well, that's how he got into like those type of movies. But he was in another thing before that. He was in a show.
And I don't remember. I also do know that before Guardians, he also was the voice of the main character in the Lego movie.
Chris Pratt was always going to be a star, Eric. I'll tell you why. He was in this movie called Moneyball. Also, I don't know if you. I know you.
Yeah, he was in that.
He was the guy that had to play first base, but he was all catcher.
Oh shit!
Yeah. That's like one of his first movies, like earlier movies.
Oh shit! I never knew that was him.
You see, and I didn't know it was him either. I had to relook at the credits and see. Oh wait, Chris Pratt was in this movie. Gamora has to return. I think so too. She has. There's gonna be a lot of people that come back, but then there's gonna be a lot of people that die, I think.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a win-lose situation. But,
anyway, going to this, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 blew me away because I had no idea what it was. I thought they mixed, even because it came out before Thor Ragnarok, it mixed comedy. It mixed comedy and action very well, and it had a good like villain, and everything about it was pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, what did you think of the second one?
Piece of shit. That's all I'm gonna say. I hate it so much. I can't, Eric. I was looking forward to that one so much because the first one was so good, and it really. If I had to give it a rating out of a 10, I'd probably give it like a 5. I did not like it at all. What about you? Hello? Eric, you there? Hello? Okay, I don't know what happened with Eric. I guess he'll be back. All right, let's talk to the chat now. Gamora has to return. I think War Machine dies in the Endgame, like the comics. He dies? I didn't know he dies. I never read Endgame. I think that they may switch stuff that's different from the comics. So just for the people that want to watch the movie. Welcome back, Zane Winder, although you haven't said much. Cole Johnson, how are you, man? What's going on? Oh, I hear Eric.
Hey, I am so sorry about that. I'm actually forgot to plug my phone in. And so that my phone died. So.
Okay, so wait, what are you on your iPad now? Like, what is this?
Yes.
There's two Erics now.
there's two of me.
Oh my god. Endgame will have the best ending. I don't know. I think it'll have an ending that'll be very, very sad.
Okay, and so anyways, we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 2, about how you hated it.
I said I would give it a 5 out of 10. I was gonna say, what are your thoughts on that movie?
I didn't hate it as much as you did. I do feel like it was a step down.
It was huge step down.
I mean, the whole thing with the whole father plot line,
Oh, the father thing was so stupid.
That I felt was really forced.
Yeah, like what?
It's like I can see where they're trying to go with it, but I just feel like that it could have been pulled off a bit better. But at the same time, I also thought it had some very more action scenes which you never forget, like that whole opening sequence with.
Okay, what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
The first Guardians, I would give a full-on 10 out of 10.
Okay.
The second one, I would give, like, at least to be generous, a 6.
Okay, so it's not much higher than mine. I gave it a 5. So we're pretty much on agreement with the second Guardians of the Galaxy.
And I also have to admit, like, that I thought that one blue guy, like, who made that whole joke about him being Mary Poppins, honestly, I thought that his character pretty much saved, like, the whole movie.
I hated the new member of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy. I just don't think she fits.
Yeah. Isn't it that one girl, like, who has, like, those really big black eyes?
Yeah, I don't like her character. She's really creepy just because of how you said she has really black eyes.
Right.
Yeah,
she is creepy.
She's creepy. She's not really that important to me, and I didn't think they needed to add her. Now, I know she's probably pretty important in the Guardians comic books or whatever.
Right.
But her addition also hurt this stuff for me. Endgame ending, all the Avengers are going to kick. I hope they will kick his ass. I loved Infinity War's ending, though. I can't wait to get to that movie.
Right, and so so I think we've made our point about the Guardians movies.
Yeah, I think the first one was really good. Chris Pratt did an amazing job. Chris Pratt is a good actor, pretty funny, pretty comical.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, I felt like the father stuff was really annoying. The addition of the new Guardian was not necessary, and the story was. They didn't iron it out and all over the place. That was just my thoughts. So you say whatever you want before we go on to the next.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of the other ones. There's also the Doctor Strange.
Oh, Doctor Strange. Yeah, there was only one movie on that.
Well, there's only one so far. They might make a sequel.
Oh, I think they definitely will because the first one did pretty well, and I thought the first one was actually a decent movie.
And what's weird is like that for that movie, they actually got the guy who actually directed Sinister.
Oh God, I don't like that movie.
Why not?
Like the first one's okay, but then the sequel or whatever it was, I think they made a Sinister 2.
Sinister 2, yeah, I haven't.
That was horrible.
But I heard it's weird.
The first one was
bad.
The first one I just thought was okay. I like the concept, but I don't know. Do you like Sinister?
Yes, I do. I like the first one. The second one I haven't seen, but I heard it was really, really.
Eric, I saw the second one, and I don't know. It just was so bad.
Which is probably why that we're not going to get a third one.
Yeah, I think they should just leave it alone.
Yeah, they probably should. But anyways, let's not get too off topic. Doctor Strange was actually other Marvel character that I never even heard of until the.
Yeah. Oh, Doctor Strange. I never heard of him, ever. But
And the cool thing is about all these Marvel movies is like that. Now all these characters who we've never even heard of, like, can now finally have like a chance and like to now be famous and whatnot. And it is all because of the fact that it's a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
yeah, I think his standalone movie was good though. I remember enjoying it pretty well.
But yeah, I saw that in theaters, and and I liked it.
You saw it in theaters? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and I also thought like that they really gave
on YouTube they show the ending of Endgame, so stay away from that.
my God, I'm so pissed that they're doing that, and I have a feeling that there are some more Marvel movies that we're forgetting.
I don't know what we forgot.
Oh yeah, there's Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, that I liked a lot. I don't see. They kind of forced that one fitting into Avengers. That's what I think. Like, I like the movie, but then they were just like, "Yeah, we got to get Spider-Man into the Avengers. Hurry up, guys!" Oh yeah, Black Panther. Yeah, we'll get to Black Panther, but Black Panther is like right before Infinity War.
Yeah, it is, and but I mean, we should talk about Spider-Man: Homecoming, which
I love that movie.
Which, and I mean, you really have to hand it to them for making that movie, is because.
And the funny thing was, that was right after Spider-Man
was rebooted, like
again. Yeah, but this time, what happened was that Sony and Marvel were able to come to an agreement that Sony would still own it, but they would let Marvel come up with the story and all that, which sucks for Marvel because they didn't get any money that movie made. Did you hear about that?
I never heard about that.
Okay, so basically Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man.
Right.
Marvel hasn't bought it out. I don't know why. They should, because they bought everything else out. But maybe they can't afford it, or Sony's not willing to sell it to them.
I bet you it's probably because of Sony is not willing to, and I think I know why. I think it's because of the fact that
Tom Holland was in Civil War. I forgot that Spider-Man was in there. Yeah, he was really good in there. Yeah, what were you saying?
I think it's because of the fact that Spider-Man, like that. I think it's because of the fact like that Spider-Man, like himself, already makes so much money. And the fact that Sony, and the fact like that probably Sony doesn't want to give that up if it makes money.
Basically, okay. So do you remember the one with Andrew Garfield?
Yes, I do. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
That movie was rushed. That movie was rushed into production because if Sony did not make a movie within that year, Marvel could have bought the rights.
And it shows.
And it shows a lot. And the first one's not even where it shows as much as it shows in the second one.
The second one where it shows.
The second one shows a lot. The first one was okay. Not a bad movie, not a great movie.
But we didn't need a reboot. We really didn't.
I mean, I thought that Garfield was good. Like, he didn't really...
He was good. It's just... I just wish he...
I disagree with Nathan. I don't think it's just Tom Holland. Like, Tom Holland is great, don't get me wrong, but you also got to look at scripts and stuff. And I feel like Garfield had the worst rushed script you could get. So I don't know. If he had the script Tom Holland had, I think he could do a good job with it. It's just also Tom Holland looks like Spider-Man because of the age and stuff.
Right, and I mean, finally
get one in high school.
Have somebody who actually looks like that they're in high school.
Yeah, Electro is so bad. Yeah, that's not. Isn't that funny? Like that's not that long ago, but that's not part of the whole cinematic universe, like the Amazing Spider-Mans.
Which is funny. It was because that I heard a rumor before that they decided to reboot Spider-Man again. They actually thought about maybe trying to have Andrew Garfield Spider-Man be a part of it, but the reason why that they didn't go that route, it was because of the fact that they actually wanted Garfield to attend a meeting, but but since that Garfield didn't attend the meeting is why that.
I can't blame Garfield for that because if he didn't know that it was gonna be that Marvel would have input in all that. Because, like I said, so Marvel, they didn't have any input in Amazing Spider-Man. That's why it shows it's bad and whatever.
Right.
But they were able to get it for Homecoming. So basically, they struck a deal with Sony that Sony will get all the money for the movie and everything. The only thing they wanted to do was create the story for it.
Yeah, and
we see that it shows really well. But I will give Sony credit to this. The first Spider-Man movie was pretty good, and the second one was pretty good. The third one was horrible, but the first two are pretty decent.
Right, they are, and and it sucks. It's because of the fact that the third one had so much potential, like to have been good.
Yeah, I had to say something about Tom Holland. Tom Holland, I was so against him at first because I was like, he looks way too young. And then I saw Civil War, and I was like, this guy's perfect. Like, so he switched everything up.
Oh yeah, so how'd you feel about Marissa Tomei as Aunt May?
No, too young.
What's funny, and what's funny was like when she was cast, fans like the fans were complaining about how like that she's too hot to be Aunt May.
Yeah, too okay.
Somebody else also said like that I shouldn't be having a boner for Aunt May.
Yeah, Michael Keaton did play it great. Yeah. So going back to that, Marissa Tomei, I like Marissa Tomei. I think she's a talented actress, very good.
Me too.
So nothing against her.
It was weird that she was cast as Aunt May.
Yeah, the thing is, she is too young for Aunt May. Aunt May is supposed to be an older woman. I'm sorry.
She is in her 50s though, so I guess she's old enough. But at the same time, though,
she don't look like she's.
She looks like she's in like her 30s.
I loved her in Anger Management. She's done a lot of movies that I like. So, I mean, whatever. But the age does matter, and I don't know.
Weird.
I think the original Aunt May looked really old. Like, it's funny, they got younger and younger with the Aunt Mays in the
right. Right.
Come back.
Now what's next? Like, now what's next? And the next reboot is
Betty White as Aunt May. No way.
Oh yeah, speaking of Aunt May, I actually heard this one rumor. Before that, Marvel and Sony made that deal, Sony thought about making an Aunt May movie.
Oh my god, that would have been a horrible decision.
It's like, that's just desperate.
Yeah, Marissa Tomei, even though you spelled it incorrectly, it's not how you spelled Tomei at all.
Well, to be fair,
it's a hard name to spell.
Yeah, to be fair, so.
Yeah, I know him, so it's okay. What was I saying though? Yeah, like Aunt May got younger.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
I'm happy they got rid of the stupid Uncle Ben. I was so happy they got rid of the whole Uncle Ben story in.
God, I mean, at this point, it's just so redundant. It's like, we get it.
I like that they ignored the backstory and they rushed it. Like, I like that part a lot about. Because we had the backstory done twice. We didn't need it 3 times. Like, what?
And the funny thing is, I actually remember seeing this one meme, like of Uncle Ben posting on Twitter saying, "Stop rebooting Spider-Man. I'm tired of getting shot." That was funny.
Yeah.
And what I also loved about Spider-Man Homecoming is that movie really felt like something like that would have been made by John Hughes. It was perfect.
Yeah. I wouldn't want an Aunt May. You said Aunt May. Yeah, I wouldn't want an Aunt May movie either. Ant-Man 3, definitely I want an Ant-Man 3. But we didn't even talk about Ant-Man. Holy shit. I just completely forgot about Ant-Man.
Holy crap, I can't believe I forgot. Which, to be honest, I've never seen any of them.
Eric, you need to get on that. They're actually pretty decent. The first one's okay, not the greatest. But Ant-Man and the Wasp, it's actually pretty funny and it's pretty good. I liked it.
And from my understanding, Ant-Man was actually originally supposed to be directed by Edgar, the same guy who made Shaun of the
Edgar Wright.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did see him in Civil War. He had a small role in Civil War as well. Forgot about that. Yeah,
Like,
I love Paul Rudd. I think Paul Rudd is excellent, even though it wasn't his fault with the Halloween. People got to stop blaming him. It wasn't his fault. The script was horrible. Sometimes people got to understand, like, yo, it's sometimes not the actor's fault. If a script is bad, no matter how good of an actor you are, it's very hard to make it good.
script is still bad. I mean, a bad script is a bad script.
Exactly.
And it's just so weird to go back and watch Halloween 6 now and to, see like that. His whole career started
Yeah, as Tommy Doyle.
Right, as Tommy Doyle.
The funny thing is, when I first saw that Halloween movie, I had no idea who he was. Paul Rudd was nobody back then. But
Right.
now Paul Rudd is like in all these comedy, movies and stuff, and he's Ant-Man. And I'm like, wait, he was in this movie? Because what I was doing like a Halloween movie marathon. And I was going through all of them, just watching them, no matter how good or bad they are, in order.
Right.
And I got to the Curse of Michael Myers. And I know Tommy Doyle is very important in Halloween. And
Right.
so I saw that he was the guy. I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh, what?
And it's also to think in like that Paul Rudd was also in a bunch of Will Ferrell movies,
Oh yeah,
he was in the Anchorman.
He's in
movie.
Anchorman, 40-Year-Old Virgin. He's in all those like comedy movies. He's a great
and it's just
comedian.
weird to think that he was once in a horror movie.
Horror movie is how he started out. Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing, but also reminds me about how weird it was in when Jim Carrey did the Number 23.
I like that movie actually.
I haven't seen it, but it is a weird idea that's Jim Carrey and
That he did it like a drama movie instead of a comedy.
yeah, and also and it also wasn't the first time in where it was Paul
Jim
Rudd
Carrey probably
horror movies. If you remember, the very first Leprechaun movie actually had Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, I Love You Man is another Rudd movie. I like that movie too. But what do you call it? Jim Carrey is probably one of my favorite actors of all time.
Yeah.
I can't imagine my childhood without that actor because he did all the movies in the
with Ace
90s.
Ventura, The Mask.
Liar, liar.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm kicking my ass.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, all that kind of stuff. Marvel talk. Nathan, I think some kids are too young to know who Jim Carrey really is. I think that's
which is sad. That's really
it's
sad.
gonna be like that, yeah.
But I actually just now realized that we haven't even talked about the Avengers movies.
Wait, before we get to Avengers, you didn't see Ant-Man. We're gonna get to Avengers. That's the last one. Black Panther. What did you think? We didn't talk
yeah, Black Panther. So
there's only one, so right now.
Right. I mean, to be honest with you, when I watched it, it really, really reminded me a lot about The Lion King. Really, really did he? If you think about it, there was a lot of things similar to it. I mean, like a prince, runs away from his kingdom. Then he comes back and takes his place, and his father's dead. He talks to his father in the sky. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, this is totally the Lion King.
That movie is so awesome. Black Panther really shocked me. I did not have any high hopes for it. I didn't know anything about it, just like all the other superhero movies we talked about.
But yeah,
I really enjoyed it. And I think that Michael B. Jordan is such a good actor. And it shows again that him as the villain, I mean, he did a good job.
Right, yeah. And it was weird to see him as the villain for once. It was because that all his
movies is the good guy.
Right, I mean, he's always...
He was Johnny Storm also.
Really, really, really...
I bet you that's a movie he regrets.
Yeah. I think you could say that movie wasn't very fantastic.
Yeah.
Pun.
Black Panther was good, but they could have did better things in it. A lot of action in it was great. I love Black Panther. I don't really have anything bad to really say about it.
I mean, just my own personal opinion. I did have a few pacing issues here and there.
Oh, yeah, probably.
But I mean, besides that, I liked it. I thought it was a little bit overhyped, to be honest with you. But at the
Wakanda forever.
and it also was funny, and it was funny. Like when the movie came out, everyone was all saying, "Oh, missed the first black superhero movie." It's like, do you not remember Blade?
Yeah, Blade. Yeah.
Well, he's not really.
He's
More
not
of
really a superhero though, is he?
yeah, he's more of like
Like
an
an anti-hero kind of.
Yeah, and I also heard a rumor about how like the Marvel's gonna try to have like Wesley Snipes come back.
No,
like,
wait.
as
Time out.
Blade.
I have to debunk this. Black Panther was never nominated for Best Picture. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and the
It wasn't.
yeah, and the funny thing is, I actually was about to bring that up. It's like that, I heard from people saying like that was like nominated for Best Picture, and
I didn't see it
I
in
mean
the
it was
Oscars.
good,
It was
but it
there?
wasn't that good.
Wait, it was actually nominated for real? Because I
I'm
saw the
not sure
Oscars.
if it
I don't
was or
remember that name in there.
I'm really not sure if it was or not.
Eric's talking about this thing and he's not even sure.
Well, I mean, that's just what I've heard. I mean, granted, sometimes you want to take what you hear online with a grain of salt.
Wow, it actually was nominated for Best Picture. That's crazy.
Oh, it was?
I don't remember it. Wait. Sorry, this is not this. Wait, yeah. What the hell? It was. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie and all, but it wasn't.
But you know what? I'm not gonna complain. The reason is it's a superhero movie, and to see a superhero movie even be nominated,
That never happens.
it is. You're right, Zane Winder. I'm sorry. I saw the Oscars and I live streamed it, but I must have missed that because I knew it had no chance of winning anyway. But
I think that the last one that was nominated, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't it the Dark Knight?
yeah, Dark Knight. Yeah,
Yeah, I could have swore it was that one.
Dark
And
Knight
before
actually. Heath Ledger won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Also.
And yeah, and I think that those are the only two times, as far as my knowledge goes. About,
Do you know what's the only horror movie to ever win?
The only one that ever won was The Exorcist.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? The only horror movie, and I don't think any superhero movie has won. That's crazy too. No superhero movie has ever won the Oscars.
And
That's total. That's BS, man.
I also know like that a lot of the Batman movies have been nominated for Oscars. Besides Batman and Robin, rightfully so.
Yeah.
And I also think that The Dark Knight Rises never even got nominated for anything, which
Oh no, it didn't.
surprised me.
No, Dark Knight Rises was not nominated for anything.
Which actually surprised me. It's like, couldn't you have nominated at least for like best sound or costumes or something?
Dark Knight Rises was so good. Bane was great. Yeah, Bane was awesome. The only problem I still have this problem with Bane is the fact that Bane was the main villain. It's like what?
Yeah.
I always considered Bane a side villain. I mean, I don't know.
But at the same time, though, I think I know why they had him as the main villain.
And then technically he wasn't the main villain. At the end, you find out that the girl was the main villain. Do you remember that?
Yeah, which that whole plot twist.
That was so stupid.
Yeah, that plot twist, I will admit, was pretty stupid. And honestly, some of us, actually saw that one coming.
Yeah.
But
It made Bane
finally,
look weak in that plot twist.
But yeah, now let's finally talk about the Avengers.
Okay, so the first Avengers, loved it. Think it's really good. Love Loki as the bad guy, and it was awesome to see all the superheroes together for the first time.
Right.
And
we also have to understand, like, that back then, something like that was a huge deal.
yeah, you don't see a movie number like that happen really. So
right, and so then therefore, that's why it was, that's why it was such a huge deal.
oh, Nathan, I didn't like Age of Ultron, but we'll get to that. We're talking about just Avengers right now. Yeah, and I love Josh Whedon as the choice to be the director for that movie. for Avengers.
Right. I
He was
also feel
good.
the same way. But at the same time, though, I also feel like that Josh Whedon by Avengers 2, I
No,
started to feel
yeah, Avengers 2 is where it gets bad for him, but I'm saying the first one.
right. Right. It's like, by the second one, I could, start to feel like that, and
Yeah, but you wouldn't have Avengers without Josh Whedon, so
right. And so then therefore you really have to hand it to him.
yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I feel like that he was the right choice for it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, like the first one was really good. People were saying that the first one is so good, like they didn't think that it would get better. Because the first one was set a bar, and then also the fact that like Loki was so good, he was handling his own against all these superheroes.
Right, and it also was, and honestly, I thought that they handled Loki a lot better in the Avengers than they actually did in the first Thor.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, there's a bunch of them, so
Right, and maybe he would just give it better material to work
yeah,
with.
the first Avengers started everything for the Avengers, so it's so important. It's
Yeah, and to think if it wasn't for the Avengers, and I mean the Avengers really changed up, the whole game for a lot of movies in general, like that. There are all these rip-offs and wannabes who are trying to capture, that whole feel of the Avengers, which of course even DC tried doing that with Justice League.
oh god.
It failed epically.
We're not getting to Justice League today. That will be like a 3-hour rant if I thought Justice League. Okay, you think Vision is gone? I don't know. We're gonna get to that. We're not up to Endgame yet. Oh,
But yeah,
so this is the thing. Is okay. So the first one was so important. People got to realize it's probably even though Infinity War is probably the best one. It's the best one right now, right? But
I would,
you really think Age of Ultron is better?
well, I think that the first Avengers is a lot more fun and entertaining. Wow.
No, really? So you think the first? Wow, this is interesting.
Serious.
You think that the first
Ultron,
one
it was okay.
You think the first one is better than Infinity War?
Well, and I mean, you have to understand it like that. Both of them are very different movies, and so therefore it's.
I mean, you could have that opinion. I'm just fascinated by it.
Well, it's just that honestly, it's kind of hard for me to pick which one that I like better.
Okay.
So I would say that. I like them both just as much. While Age of Ultron, honestly, I was very excited for that movie, and honestly, I was a little bit.
What about when Quicksilver died?
Yeah, Quicksilver. Honestly, I wanted them to do a lot more with this character.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't like that he died?
Yeah, I just felt like that. That they could have done more with this character, and and I mean, I didn't hate Age of Ultron.
I did not like Age of Ultron.
I mean, I thought it was shot well, and there were a few good jokes, and I liked. And probably my favorite scene was where, like, all the Avengers and we're all having
Nathan's.
They all were all hanging out with each other and whatnot, and just having a good time. But other than that, the movie was just okay.
So Nathan Spratt says Quicksilver was not that good a character. Eric, what do you have to say to that?
Well, I do.
Why did you like him so much? What was the reason that you liked him?
Well, I do really feel like that they wasted him. It was just that, I was just very interested to see how they're going to pull him off. It was because of the fact that 20th Century Fox was also doing the character too in X-Men Days of Future Past. So I was very curious to see, how they're both going to pull it off. And honestly, I think that I like Quicksilver better in Days of Future Past.
X-Men Days.
I also thought that they wasted Aaron Taylor Johnson. And it's just that Age of Ultron just
Yeah,
I mean that one could have been so much more.
I thought he was.
But yeah, what were some things that you hated about
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron?
I
Yeah.
just thought it took a big step back from the first one.
Oh yeah, definitely so, and especially because of
It's not a bad movie. It's just I don't like the pacing of it. I
I
feel
don't
like
either.
a lot slower than Avengers. It has great moments. Yeah, it isn't as good as the first. So when I see that, I figured, oh no, what's going on with the Avengers? Are they gonna what's happening? Like, are they gonna stop making this? Because if it doesn't do well, then what, right? So I was hoping.
Well, I mean,
a lot of people don't like Age of Ultron. Like there are a lot of people who do not like that movie, and I can see why.
Well, I mean, Age of Ultron didn't do as well critically,
Yeah.
but at the same time, though, at the box office,
Oh, of course. I mean, all these movies are going to do well in
and
the
of
box
course,
office.
made a lot of money, but
Yeah.
just critically, it was a huge step down.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't love Age of Ultron. It's just okay to me. Like,
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, it's one of those movies where you'll watch it once, but then after that one time watching it, you honestly don't ever feel like that you need to watch it. You really don't need to ever watch it a second time.
What I was gonna say though about Avengers versus Infinity War is that I think Infinity War is the best one, but I think Avengers, the first one, has the most importance because without it, you can't even get that far. But now, what I don't know with the Loki thing. It's kind of confusing. It's like he turned good, but I always liked Loki as a guy who you weren't sure about if he's good or bad, And I hope that he comes back and he's still doing that.
And to be honest with you, I can see where they're trying to go with Loki's death in Infinity War about him trying to die a hero. But it's just, I just feel like that Loki could have been in the movie a little bit more.
Yeah, they killed him too quick. That was my point.
Yeah, I mean, that was a problem that I had with it. Is like that he just died too soon.
Yeah. Do you think Gamora will come back? I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
They have to make another Guardians, right?
Right, and I mean, well, I mean, from my understanding, it's going to be released, I think, next year or the year after, somewhere around.
Yeah.
But yeah, Infinity War, it definitely made up for Age of Ultron. I think that what helped it was the fact that they brought on new people to direct it. It was directed by the same guys who did Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Civil War. And so then I thought that really, really helped.
You said, wait, this guy's confusing me. He said Gamora got killed on a cliff. What does that mean? That he don't think she's coming back, but how would they make another Guardians without her? That just makes no sense to me.
Maybe they could do flashbacks, or
are they going to do a prequel? It doesn't make sense. No, I really think Gamora will come back. I think
she will. Granted, I don't know how they'll do it.
Me neither. I don't know how, but she will. She has some importance.
I'm pretty sure that they will, but
if they're bringing back all these other superheroes, they might bring back Gamora as well.
But yeah,
like Spider-Man is definitely coming back. Like we all know.
Yeah, definitely so. I mean,
Tom Hiddleston is awesome. Yeah, he's awesome as Loki, and this is the thing: is that they changed his whole character.
I also know for sure, like that they will bring back Black Panther.
Wait, they can make a Guardians without I don't know how important Gamora is, but I didn't know they could do a Guardians without her, because isn't she the one that Chris Pratt likes?
Yes, and so therefore, I think that if she is going to stay dead, I think that maybe that may be what Guardians 3 like.
You know what? I don't get. People say Gamora's so hot, but I just don't see it. Am I blind?
Well, it's weird for me to say that. It's because of the fact that that she's not even a human.
She's green, you people.
Yeah, it's like it's a whole new level of bestiality, but it's like it's not
Red
bestiality.
Skull's still alive. I don't know what Red Skull's doing. They destroyed Red Skull's character. I don't know what they did. I know
So what did you think of his cameo?
I thought his cameo was so fun. I wished we had more with him.
I do too, which at the same time though, we also still do have that chance like that we may see more of.
I was surprised that it wasn't Hugo Weaving though, because for a second I thought it was, and then I found out it wasn't.
Wait, it wasn't him?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that? It played by a completely different actor.
I never even.
You never knew that. Well, breaking news to Eric now.
I thought it was the same guy.
Yeah, it's not Hugo Weaving. It's some other guy, but he looked exactly like him.
Which is probably why I thought it was him. Would you maybe know why like that wasn't him? Maybe
I don't know. I guess scheduling conflicts.
Yeah, that's possible.
I don't like Cap shield in Infinity War. What is the issue you have with the shield? I never heard that.
Yeah, I never heard that. I never heard that one either.
Red Skull's not my favorite character. He's one of my favorite villains, but yeah, he's not my favorite character either.
But yeah, so the
Infinity War. I think we're up to that now.
Yes, we are.
We are finally up to the movie before Endgame. So when I saw this movie, I was hooked from the beginning because it had every single character that we know pretty much from the Marvel universe, except for Ant-Man, but they explained why. And it was just such a great hit. And then the ending was like I was just sitting in my theater like
shocked,
upset, because the one that got to me though, the funniest, not funniest, but the most sad death was Spider-Man, because he was just begging, to stay alive, and Spider-Man just
that one was by far the hardest one.
I hated one thing about Doctor Strange. He gave, and Nathan Spratt brought this up. He gave that stone to Thanos.
Well,
and I know.
Well, at the same time, though, I think I know why.
He would have killed Tony Stark.
Well, I think it's because of the fact that if you remember in Infinity War, Doctor Strange said that he saw only one possible future where there's a chance about how he could beat Thanos. I think that's why I
also think that he didn't think that because there was still one more stone he had to get. Yeah, he saved Iron Man. But this was the only thing I didn't like about the movie, was that he gave up that stone, man. Because Iron Man was like, Iron Man was ready to die for it. Like, he would have been like, okay. But at the same time, I think Thanos would have gotten it anyway, because he would have then killed Doctor Strange and got it from him.
Well, and if you thought he fucked up, the one who really fucked up was to Star-Lord. I mean, they got so close to beating Thanos. They got so close to beating him, but then Star-Lord had to have.
It's funny because Star-Lord is not the only person that made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Thor made a mistake too. He didn't go for the head. That was funny. For the head.
And
wait, hold on. There is controversy.
He's gone for the head.
Eric, there's controversy here. He says, I didn't like the Infinity War ending. Are you kidding me?
Why?
Was best ending in superhero movie history, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the thing about that, why it was such a big deal, is because that when was the last time that you ever saw a villain win at the very, very end? You never see that.
Empire Strikes Back. Like, there's some movies, but they're very rare.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very rare. I mean, it never happens.
Empire Strikes Back is one. Like, Darth Vader pretty much wins at the end.
Well, that was not a superhero movie. Where you're...
Are you sure? Jedi could be superheroes,
Yeah.
I could make an argument that Star Wars is a superhero movie.
Yeah. I guess.
Not that I believe it is, but I'm saying you can if you really want to.
Right. Yeah.
But no, you're right. Especially in superhero movies, you never see the villain win. Oh, I think another movie where the Dark Knight. I think the the villain kind of won
Yeah.
in Dark Knight.
Yeah. Yeah. I say that he won in a way.
Yeah, in a way, because he turned Harvey Dent evil, and the whole city is all over the place. It's like Infinity War ending was ballsy. I know, I loved it too.
Oh yeah, it was ballsy, and especially because the fact that they killed off some of their most
I don't think
characters.
Look, I'm looking forward to Endgame, but I don't think the ending of Endgame would be as good as the ending of Infinity War. I just loved it. Like everybody, what was question? I was like, everybody's turning into dust, but what's gonna happen now? Are they gonna come back? Is there more left? And then he just ended it. I'm like, okay, what the hell?
But
I remember sitting in my seat like, oh, this is just a joke. Something's gonna happen. Because good guys, like you said, don't die. And especially, it wasn't just like one. It was half of them.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And Thanos... Thanos also wiped out like half of humanity, too.
Yeah, I know. But nobody cares about the humans in this.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't even show any humans. It was just the people that we know.
Yeah, pretty much. But,
Oh, do you think Vision is going to come back? There was a question about this earlier.
It's possible.
I don't know much about Vision, though. Hey, Jordan, what's up? We're talking Avengers.
I really don't know what kind of role like they would play, so...
Yeah, I don't know. Like, Vision coming back, I just don't know what's the purpose.
Yeah, I just don't really see what would the point be, but maybe there is a point, and we just don't see
Nathan, if Thanos won, I would be so happy because that'd be something we never, ever saw. Just think about it, Eric. What is one thing that people hate about movies? Predictability. If Thanos won, that would be the most unpredictable thing ever. I don't think he has a shot at winning.
Yeah, and I am curious to see how they're going to beat Thanos. So, how do you think that they'll beat?
I have no idea. I don't know. They're gonna have to go back in time or do something to get the people back. I want the Avengers to kill Thanos. Yeah, Ant-Man. Don't worry, Ant-Man will kill Thanos. That's a possibility. It's not gonna be one guy. I feel like it's gonna be a bunch, all of them teaming up to kill him.
I personally think that it's going to be the original team themselves defeating Thanos.
No, but Ant-Man is going to play a role because I saw that he's in the movie this time.
Yeah, Ant-Man will probably help a bit, and I also think that Captain Marvel will too.
Oh yeah, Captain Marvel. What do you think of the Captain Marvel movie?
I actually haven't watched it.
You still haven't seen that movie?
But yeah, I heard mixed things about it. What did you think of it?
I thought it was just average. Like, it was okay, nothing bad. It wasn't great. I thought it was going to be a lot better than it was. If I had to rate it, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. I don't care for Captain Marvel, me neither, but she is a part of this universe, whether you like it or not. But one thing I did like is that she actually has... Okay, I was talking about this yesterday. I did an Avengers thing. Yeah. I think the most useless people are these few Avengers. What's his name? Blackhawk? No, wait. What's his name? Now I forgot it. Blackhawk? No, something like that.
Hawkeye?
Hawkeye, yeah. Hawkeye. I mixed up some names here. Hawkeye and what's the Scarlett Johansson's character's name?
Black Widow.
Black Widow is what I mixed up. Black Widow. I think those two are so useless. At least Captain Marvel has her own movie now, so we know a little bit. I mean, Eric won't know because he hasn't seen it, but
right.
If that's on him. Like, he should have seen it.
Yeah.
But I don't blame you for not seeing it because I didn't see it until just recently, Eric.
Yeah, it's just that, all the mediocre reviews.
Oh, Falcon. That's another one. Falcon is useless. Hawkeye is useless. There's just like a bunch of people in the Avengers they should just kill.
Well, I won't be surprised if some of them end up getting killed off.
Now, one person I know likes Hawkeye. I don't know. What is your thoughts on Hawkeye, Eric, and Black Widow? And don't say Black Widow's hot and that's it. Like, I want a real analysis.
I do like that they at least try to give Black Widow and Hulk and like they try to give them like some chemistry, but other than that, I felt like that she was pretty much was just there, just to be the
She's like,
badass. And Hawkeye, honestly,
oh yeah, War Machine is useless too. War Machine is another useless character.
yeah, he is. It's just
He
honestly,
just comes in like at random times, like, yo, guys, what's up?
but yeah, just I just feel like the Hawkeye, he is just one of like those guys.
I can't stand Hawkeye.
People go, oh yeah, him,
Yeah.
bad guy.
I hate what they did with War Machine though, because I like War Machine, but they killed his character. He has no significance in these movies.
Yeah,
and he should though, but he doesn't. It's just like, if anything, like you forget about him, and then he appears, and you're like, oh wait, this guy's in the movie.
right, yeah, and
At least Hawkeye, like he has some scenes, like you could remember. Okay, he has some scenes, but he's kind of these. Yeah, so if you were to name 3 of your useless Avengers, how would you go?
well, definitely Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye, Falcon too. I always think he's so useless.
I mean, I think he's cool and all, but I just
No. We're not talking about being cool. Nothing about that. Just like.
But I mean, he does seem kind of forgettable, though.
That's what I'm saying. There's two. This is the problem with Avengers. There's like the big guys, and then just like the mediocre, but they made the cut because they just needed people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's so sad. Okay, so who are your 3 useless Avengers?
Well, in no particular order, I would say
But you can even do 5 if you feel like there's more.
definitely Hawkeye. It's just
Hey,
that,
yeah.
it's just the fact that I just feel a lot like that he's one of like the least popular Avengers. He is one of the ones like who nobody really cares.
He's not
about.
even attractive, like Scarlett Johansson character.
But yeah, Black Widow. She has had a few cool scenes, but other than that, I feel like that she's kind of
Okay. Yeah. So far you named 2. You need
one more. Falcon. I would say Falcon and War
Machine. So that's 4. Do you have another one? I'm trying to think. Is there another one? I don't like Scarlet Witch either. I know she has an importance, but I don't like her character. I think she's pretty, but that doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way
I
about.
can't believe she's like married Kate's sister. Like they have a younger sister, and that's who she is.
Right.
I had no idea about that. Cap is gonna die. Yeah, I really think that's happening.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that he is going to die, and I think Iron Man will too. But
Iron Man, yeah, I think so also. But if Iron Man doesn't die, whatever.
I mean, if Iron Man does die, that's going to be emotional. It's because of the fact that Iron Man
He started it.
pretty much is the reason why that.
Yeah. The funny thing is that he's not even supposed to be the first Avenger, but technically he had the first movie.
Right, and so then therefore,
Nebula, I don't care about Nebula. That's like not even a person to me in this movie. Do you care about Nebula at all, Eric?
not really, to be honest.
I forgot about her entirely. That's the 5th most useless character, Nebula.
Yeah, she can go ahead and be my number 6.
Oh yeah, number 6. Sorry. There's only a few people that we like really care about, and then everybody else is saying Iron Man will better kill Thanos. No, I really think Hulk deserves to kill Thanos because he was humiliated in that last movie. Eric?
Oh yeah, definitely. I do wish like they would give us like a solo Hulk film with Mark Ruffalo, but the filmmakers said that they don't think that that's ever going to happen, which sucks.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo would do an excellent Hulk movie. Why won't they let him do it? And he looks exactly like the Hulk. Like that was a perfect choice.
Right. And
I hope Endgame has the best ending ever. I I still think Infinity War will have the best ending in my eyes. Like, because
Well,
Eric said, how often does a bad guy win?
So I actually heard a rumor that apparently Avengers Endgame is not even going to have like a post.
Oh yeah, no, this is pretty much confirmed, and that's good because it's 3 hours, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to use the bathroom.
Right. But yeah, speaking about it being 3 hours, how do you feel about it being that long?
I think it should be. I'm happy. Why? Because they have to cover a lot of stuff, so it's good that it's 3 hours.
Right, and
I mean, none of the Avengers were 3 hours, so this is the only one we're getting. That's 3 hours. It's not like Lord of the Rings. Like Lord of the Rings, each one was 3 hours. So.
Right, and this is the only one like that has been 3 hours so far.
And this is the ending of an awesome, awesome saga.
That it is, and at the same time, though, we also know like
We won't see a movie like this for a while. Even if they like do it again, I don't think it'll be the same.
Right, it probably won't, and I mean, the saga will go on, but just like that, the saga's never the same.
I think Iron Man will get married to Pepper Potts. Why is that important? What's up, Damien?
How do you feel about the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming?
Spider-Man Homecoming, the sequel. Yeah, it looks
Far From Home.
Yeah, Far From Home. It actually looks pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to it. But right now, my mind is, let me get through Avengers first, because there's going to be, I want to see how they bring him back. How are they bringing back Spider-Man? How are they bringing back all these characters?
I think that Spider-Man's going to end up becoming the new...
But, yeah.
Iron Man?
The new Spider-Man?
I think that Spider-Man is pretty much, in a way, going to be the new Iron Man, if you know what I mean.
New Iron Man?
Well,
yeah.
Because of the fact that, you know, both of them are smart and so and so.
But isn't Spider-Man too young to, like, lead?
Well, I wouldn't say lead, but, you know...
Why do you want, like, I don't know why you hate Thanos so much. I like Thanos.
I mean, honestly...
He's an interesting character.
I think that Thanos has been one of the best villains that we have ever...
I know, it's going to be... I'm actually going to be kind of sad when Thanos dies because he's so interesting. Did you read the Infinity ending? Was so crazy. Spider-Man's going to be the new Captain America. That's what Damien says. I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah, and they also have announced a sequel to Black Panther, which, of course...
It's awesome.
Happen.
Looking forward to that.
And I don't know which other Marvel movies are coming out besides that. I think there's a Ant-Man 3 coming out.
Wait, so predictions of like who do you think will die in this movie?
Well, we already have said we think Captain America and Iron Man. So
yeah, but is there anybody else?
Maybe Hulk. Maybe.
Oh no, Hulk. Why? I want to see a Hulk solo movie. It has to happen. Maybe.
How about names?
I'm about to make like a GoFundMe page for Hulk movie.
Yeah, do it.
Hulk needs a movie, guys. Especially with Mark Ruffalo as the guy. Like they finally got a guy besides Edward Norton who's really good, and
maybe Samuel L. Jackson's character Nick Fury might die.
Oh, really? But he's like the leader of this whole thing.
Which is why that will make it interesting if he does die.
Nope, like I said, Nebula dying to me is like, it's like nothing. Like she dies, okay. I really don't care about her character. Hellboy coming out after Endgame. No, Hellboy already came out. It did terrible in the box office and all that, and bad reviews, and it was just a horrible. It just got horrible ratings throughout. Or are you saying?
I thought about seeing Hellboy in theaters, but it's just all the bad press. You know?
It's so much backlash. Hawkeye will die in Cap and Black Widow. Well, okay, 2 out of those 3 I don't care about. Captain America, obviously, I like, but Hawkeye. And you named like all the useless characters. I don't think all of them are dying.
Yeah, I mean, I really can't think of anybody else who would die. Well, obviously, we'll have to
Well,
see.
Spider-Man is the safest character. Let's go with that.
Um,
Right? Don't you agree? Because
yeah. When the movie comes out, I think that I think that you and I both, I think that you and I both like should like try to do a movie review.
yeah, I'm down with that. What's up, Chuck Sharts? We're talking Avengers. Yeah, I'm down with that. When are
When are
you?
you going to see it?
I'm seeing it Friday, so
So in 2 days. So I might see it Sunday.
yeah. I mean, I'm probably gonna do my own one, but I'll do one with you again.
Okay, that
Um,
works.
because I have no problem just talking Avengers, because this is honestly one of my favorite superhero series. It's so sad that it's coming to an end,
It
but
is. At the same time, though,
at least they won't ruin it. I feel like so.
but at the same time, though, I also think that they were going to have to do that anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Do you think it's because Captain America is leaving though? Is that why they're doing that, or
they're doing what?
they're ending it because Captain America is leaving, or is the story over for them now? War Machine is dying. Nope, I don't care about War Machine. He dies, it means nothing to me. Like I'm not a War Machine fan. I like the character, but they didn't do anything with him. Like I'm saying,
Yeah, pretty much.
he's like a cardboard. Do you guys like Captain Marvel? Well, Eric can't really speak about Captain Marvel. He hasn't seen the movie. I think she's a interesting superhero, but they kind of introduced her so late, and I don't get like why she's so important now.
But yeah, any final do you have any final predictions
Predictions, yeah.
about
I'm just
Avengers?
I'm trying to think, like, are there some characters they're just not gonna bring back? Are they gonna bring back Scarlet Witch? Are they gonna bring back Vision? Like, do you think there's anybody they don't bring back, or do you think they'll bring everybody back?
I think because that this is going to be the finale. I think that they're going to try to bring back as many people as they possibly can.
And Gamora, what do you think of Gamora? Come back or not come back? I think she has to.
I think she's at least going to have a cameo, like maybe in like a flashback or something.
I mean, like, how are you gonna do Guardians if she's dead? I don't understand. Unless she's just not important in Guardians anymore, which is weird. Because then who's Chris Pratt supposed to like? In Endgame, Cap will hold Thor's hammer. It won't matter because Captain America. Most people are on board thinking that he's gonna die. If he doesn't die, that'll be so weird.
Right, yeah, and so you don't
Nathan
have
says-
more. So you don't have any more final predictions.
Nathan says Gamora is dead for good. Wow.
Yeah, there is a chance for her being dead for good. I also think that.
What about Scarlet Witch? Do you think she'll come back?
I think so. And at least some capacity. I think that she
Or
will.
Vision or any of those? In some capacity, like a flashback.
Yeah, or like a cameo or something. But I don't think that Scarlet Witch is gonna have like a huge role to play in it.
Hey, Kim in Mexico. Yeah, we're just talking Avengers. Apparently, we have somebody in here who has seen the movie. His name's Chuck Sharts, but he said he won't spoil, so that's good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we don't want this to be spoiled. We've been waiting a year for this movie after Infinity War, so.
But
Gamora kills Thanos, and Doctor Strange will sacrifice his life because he still blames himself for giving up the stone. I don't think Doctor Strange is dying. He's safe in my book too, because they have to make a sequel to Doctor Strange.
I'm pretty sure that he's safe too. It's because the fact that it's because of the fact like that they just introduced his character in a few years ago. So I think that they're gonna want his character like to have a few.
He's gonna have his movie did well, so they're gonna definitely do sequels for it. And he's not retiring, so
right.
And he's still under contract for at least 2 more movies.
Right.
Nathan, why would you ask him that question? He asked him if the ending is sad. Like, we don't want to know anything. Just wait a couple of days, Nathan. Um, did you know anything about Scarlet Witch before the movie?
Uh, honestly, no. I never even heard of her character either, and I thought it was very, very interesting how light that they cast Elizabeth Olsen and
Yeah, I
it
had
was
no idea that they were gonna get the sister of Mary Kate and Ashley.
well. It's also interesting is because of the fact that Aaron and Elizabeth also actually played husband and wife like in the 2014 Godzilla.
Yeah,
So that was interesting, like to see them, like playing superheroes with each other in Age of Ultron.
true.
But yeah, do you think that Avengers Endgame has the chance to be the highest grossing
It's
film
get
of all time?
I think it's gonna break records. Um,
It will.
the reason I'm saying this is because it's already pre-sale. They pre-sold a lot of the tickets already, and it's looking like it's gonna crush records like we've never seen.
And do you think that there's a chance that it may become the highest grossing film?
Oh, I think it's number one for sure. It's gonna. That's what I think. I mean, what do
If
you?
not number one, at least like number 3 or 4.
I think it will be number one at the end. I've never seen so much hype for a movie like as Endgame has.
I mean, there was a lot of hype for Force Awakens and Infinity War, but not
Oh
as
no. Force Awakens, there was a lot of hype, but a lot of people were also deterred from Force Awakens because they were like, it's Star Wars, and when you make like Star Wars is just on another. The thing is, Infinity War was really good, right?
Right.
The last Star Wars movie we saw was Revenge of the Sith, like
Yeah,
so, and that was not good.
definitely not.
So I guess people were not looking forward to it as much, and nobody knew that J.J. Abrams would deliver because I think he did an awesome job with Force Awakens.
Right.
Nobody really knew that much. So maybe that's the reason. I think Star Wars is just as big a franchise, but the thing is, all these movies connected too. So and so even if you don't like the Hulk, let's say, you probably like Iron Man, or you like somebody. There's somebody in this movie for everybody.
Right.
So with that being said, I think it's just the biggest movie. And also, you got to remember, this is a conclusion movie. So
Yes,
it's going to be huge. Last Jedi was not a good movie. It was horrible. So bad. I hate it.
Yeah, definitely not a good movie at all. But we've already talked.
Which one is number one? Is it Avatar? What's number one right now?
The number 1 is Avatar, and number 2 is, as of right now, it is Titanic.
Oh my God. Both James Cameron films.
And
Dark Knight is probably like 3 or 4, right? I know that one was pretty high.
I also know that the first Jurassic World is up there.
And the first Spider-Man actually sold a lot too.
Right. Here, let's find out where the highest grossing films of all time.
Yeah. It's also tough to do this because prices of tickets have skyrocketed. So
Right.
so
Therefore, we also have to keep a consideration about
yeah,
about how like money back then is different to how
inflation
now. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Yeah, Titanic was just, I can't believe it made that. I that's probably one of the most overrated films. Not that it's bad, it's just overrated, I think.
All right, so number one's Avatar. 2.
Yeah, I knew Avatar was number 1.
3 is The Force Awakens. 4 is Avengers: Infinity War.
Wait, what's 2?
Huh?
What's number 2? You didn't say number 2.
1 is Avatar. 2 is Titanic.
Oh, it is Titanic. Okay.
3 is The Force Awakens. 4 is Infinity War. 5 is Jurassic World. 6 is the first Avengers. 7 is Furious 7. 9 is Black Panther, and 10 is Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Wait, what? How is that 10?
Yeah, it's just what it says, I guess.
Oh man.
And Captain Marvel is now the 25th highest grossing film of all time. And the crazy thing is, Captain Marvel has made that has made more money than all of the Batman movies.
Yeah, but I think that's inflation.
Yeah, it's possible.
um, don't think that they took into yeah, that's what we were talking about, Kim. We were saying inflation. They didn't take it into account in some of those. Avatar definitely was number one. I remember that was people. The box office was just crazy numbers for Avatar for the opening weekend. It was like insane.
And what's funny, Batman v Superman is the
But this is one thing you also got to wait. Batman versus Superman. What?
Batman v Superman is the 62nd highest grossing film of all time.
Yeah, I figured it'd make a lot of money. Titanic is overrated. Is not overrated. You're crazy. It's one of the best movies of all time. But like, overrated does not mean it's bad. Like, overrated just means that I think people talk about it more than they should. Right. It's a movie about an event that we all knew that was going to happen. Besides Eric, he didn't know. Eric didn't know. Eric is so funny. He didn't know Titanic was going to sink when he was watching the movie.
Well, I mean, you know, that was when I watched the movie like for the very first time back in like 97 or 8.
Wait, Damien. First of all, everybody has their own opinion. That does not make me crazy. And I could give you examples of why I don't think Titanic is as amazing as everybody says it is. I definitely don't think it should be the second. Okay, with Avatar, the reason I know it is because it was also in 3D. They charge a lot more for 3D also. So
I also think that's why that movie ended up making more money.
Oh yeah, the 3D is like $3-4 extra, some even more in some other theaters, and then IMAX on top of it. It's like, oof, you're talking about tons of money.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Does Endgame beat Dark Knight? In terms of sales, hell yeah. Definitely. I love Dark Knight. Dark Knight is one of my favorite. Probably, I don't know, between that and Infinity War, it's like in the favorites of superhero movies, right? So it's like,
right.
My favorite DC movie for sure. It's not even a question.
Yeah, well, hey man,
Avatar is not that great. Yeah, I agree. Avatar was overrated as hell too.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was like a Pocahontas with blue people.
I mean, I like the visuals, but
it was a good movie. But it's like
going for it.
Yeah, I think like I'm saying, Titanic is a good movie. You guys are getting it wrong. I just don't think it belongs number 2 all time. It's too high.
But yeah, man.
Anyway. My kids and I went to see Avatar in 3D. Yeah, I know a lot of people went to see that in 3D. I have a rant about 3D. That Eric, you're the reason why I did that rant. You told me, I said, what should I rant about? And Eric said, rant about 3D. And then I did it.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy to think that Avatar came out almost 10 years
I have
ago.
an Avatar review.
Yeah, that was a long time ago when the movie came out.
Joker movie will be okay. I think, not in terms of making money, it probably won't make that much, but it's going to be, I think it's going to be really good.
But hey man, we probably should start to wind this down. Is because of the fact and like that I do have class tomorrow morning, so we'll try to do the review of Endgame as soon as
Eric has class, guys.
That I do.
What is class?
Class.
Please explain to me the concept of class. And homework. What is homework?
Yeah, it sounds so foreign to me. But yeah, man.
Wait. You didn't know? So wait, hold on. Wait, one last question before you go. Kim has a question for you. Eric, since you didn't know and you were very little, did you think it was particularly sad? I'm guessing she's talking about Titanic.
Yes, I did.
What the? Like, even if you know or don't know, it's sad either way. Like, I thought it was still
right.
I guess it's more sad if you don't know because you're just like, wait, they didn't make it to New York?
Yeah. Well, anyways, man, thank you so much for doing this with me, and I look forward to doing that review with you.
Please tell people on your channel to check this out so they know that you do these videos.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so Eric, have a good night, and I'll
too.
talk to you Sunday or whenever you watch the movie. I don't know when you're watching it.
I hope Sunday, but well, we will have to find out
All right, cool. See you later, Eric.
later.
Take care. So you guys can't wait for Endgame. Critic love you, says Brandon. I'm gonna go live a little bit longer, guys. Just because I have stuff I want to talk about, and yeah. So let's see. He says I can't wait for Endgame. I can't wait either, but at the same time, I kind of like waiting because this is gonna be the end, and that sucks. Wait, they're making a remake of Titanic? I had no idea about this. They should leave that movie alone. Doesn't need a remake. I still gotta watch Christine. I know, but you gotta understand. This is busy time, Nathan Spratt. This is busy time. Brandon Rogers, I actually asked you earlier if you wanted to play Madden. I mean, now it's too late, but Endgame better have a better ending than Infinity. Infinity War had an amazing ending. I don't understand your issue with it, Nathan Spratt. I thought it was awesome ending. Probably one of the best endings because you don't see the bad guy win in superhero movies. And he won. Thanks, you guys. What do you mean? What are you talking about? You had a baseball game today? You think that excuses you, Brandon Rogers? Hey, Brandon, how you doing tonight? Kim, I don't think Brandon really wants to talk to you, but I don't know for sure unless he cooled down. Do you think that Deadpool will appear in Endgame? No. No chance, Damien. I really doubt it. That would be awesome. But they just bought Fox, so I don't think so. Brandon, how did you Kim in Mexico does not care. She's gonna keep talking to Brandon. Damien, I think you were here yesterday. I was getting trolled hard yesterday. Critic, I'm playing high school baseball. Got a pro. What? Are you kidding me? Madden over everything. Okay, Brandon Rogers. Hawk, I will die. If he does it matter though? That's the question. I don't think it matters. My heart will go on. I hate that song. No, that's one thing I love about Titanic, actually. I think that song fits the movie so well. Logan is done. What? How cool will it be if Wolverine suddenly appears? He's not coming in this movie. Damien, you are really helpful for her X-Men. Wolverine would lose. Critic, you've never seen Christine, the Scene King? Yeah, Kim in Mexico, we have talked about this numerous times. I have not seen that movie. Nathan Spratt's favorite movie isn't Endgame, isn't any Avengers movie, but it's Christine. That is his favorite movie. A 1980s movie about a car killing people. That's his favorite movie of all time. Not judging, I'm just saying that is definitely your favorite movie of all time. Yeah, 3-2, Brendan Rodgers. You could have tied it up tonight, but now you can't. Christine is his favorite movie. He concurs. Which movie's better, Carrie or the remake Carrie? The original is better, Damien. The remake was decent though. Not a bad movie at all. But that girl just like she's gone. She's not done it. Probably do want to talk to me. I'm not trying to make waves. Kim, don't poke the bear. Nathan, why are you so in love with Christine? Because it's a girl. Duh, come on. Just joking. Yeah, it was really good, Kim in Mexico. Yeah, Nathan, I don't even want to talk about that right now. That was insane. Yeah, you guys, Nathan is like looking for drama or something right now. Critic, our baseball team sucks. There's 3 or 4 good of people, and you're not one of them. Damn, Brandon Rogers, that sucks. Or as Brandon Rogers would say, that's tough. He always says that. That's tough. Your Jazz got eliminated. I'm sorry, Zane Winder, but you know what that means. More time to check out the Movie Critics streams. Champ Bird is a what? Don't say stuff like that. Nathan, it's okay. It's okay. You're like second or third best hitter. Damn, Brandon Rogers. Damn, everybody's talking about that guy. Houston is making to round 2. I hate Houston. I do not. If you guys like the Rockets, I don't know what to tell you. Can't stand that team. Can't stand James Harden. He's a great player, but I don't like how he plays. The remake, her name is like Chloe something. She's a really good actress, but she stopped doing. She hasn't done a movie in a long time. Warriors play in 3 minutes. Warriors are just gonna eliminate them. So yeah, this is elimination time. Warriors are too good. Yeah, exactly. I think Warriors win again. And they get the 3-peat. James Harden is annoying. I agree. James Harden is so annoying. He's a great player, but it's annoying. Warriors and Boston in finals. I think it's Warriors and Bucks. I have the Bucks. I have the Bucks versus Warriors. The Raptors, I don't see for some reason. Raps. Yeah, and you guys aren't even allowed to play music, and you got a team named Utah Jazz. The hell? Jazz is banned in Utah. It's not. It's nice not seeing. Yeah, but they still talk about the Lakers like every day, Nathan. So weird. LeBron needs to. Yeah, I can't wait for that day. Love. What? Love much. Much love to everyone in the chat. Anti-critic. What does that mean? Anti-critic. The Lakers just did really bad this year. Yeah. There was just a lot of stuff that didn't work out for them. LeBron is good, though. Yeah, Hall of Famer for sure. And probably one of the best players. But just annoying. Yeah, he is a beast. He single-handedly beat the Thunder in that last game. Damian Lillard is probably the second best shooter behind Curry, or third, because Klay Thompson's also really good. But like on a different team. Curry is a beast. Curry is the best shooter in NBA, like history. He could shoot from anywhere, and that guy makes him like, what the hell? OKC is out. They lost yesterday. Damian, you didn't see that Damian Lillard 3-point shot, Nathan, to win the game? He hit a buzzer beater from half court almost. It's crazy. My brother got tickets from his work to see Endgame tomorrow night. Oh, that's nice. Damn, that's OKC sucks. Mm-hmm. MJ is the best player of all time. Yeah, Curry can't be MJ. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Curry is a great shooter. Curry would beat Michael Jordan in a shoot around, though. He's still a beast. Yeah, no one denied that, Nathan. MJ owns the NBA. He made the game. Okay, I get the MJ love, guys. I'm jealous. I wish I could go with him. Wait, he didn't get you a ticket? What kind of brother is this? I own the movies. You guys are awesome for sticking around. I'm literally one subscriber away from 360. If I could see it tomorrow, I would, but I have to wait till Friday because I already bought my tickets. But I'm seeing it Friday early, so. Nobody in the NBA is better. Oh, will ever be better. And forever, yeah, whatever. Damien, I agree. I love Michael Jordan. I don't even know why this is a discussion right now. I'll tell you one guy who would be better than Michael Jordan, the movie critic, if he continued playing basketball. I used to play basketball when I was younger. I used to have like a 6-shot too, just like in every time. Endgame is the real discussion. Yeah. I would see Endgame this weekend, but it's sold out. Hey, Mom's Kitchen, what's up? I play football. I'm a wide receiver. I'm good also. I'm going to apply to work at this AMC. That'd be awesome, right, Rogers? Because then you'd get tickets earlier. You would get a lot of stuff. You get free tickets. Tomorrow is going to be exciting. Damien, you got your tickets for tomorrow? I'm going to work with movie. Well, like I said, I always like to have guests on my show. All you need is a camera, and you need to be able to talk about movies. Eric is actually somebody I know we started YouTube around the same time. So I've known him for a really long time. I'm talking about the draft. Oh, God. I'm looking forward to the draft, but I don't know. I'm not that excited for it this year. I feel like the Giants will mess it up somehow. Actually, Damien, there are people that are telling me to cover the draft. Bavit was one of them. He said, "Oh, movie critic, please cover the draft. We want to see your reaction to it." I hope my Steelers can do good. You mean can do well? I'm not that excited either. Yeah. I'm not that excited. I'm more excited about Avengers, believe it or not. I only like the first round of the draft. I don't watch the rest. Do you guys watch like the second round, the third round, the fourth round, the fifth round? It's all those rounds. Do you watch that? I just want to see how many teams. Oh, a lot of teams will screw up. That's always something that happens. Shit, the first pick is a screw up, Damien. So Nathan, are you gonna be upset that Avengers is coming to a close? Yes, but it's that time. What's that time? For a last Avengers movie. Yeah, and Infinity War wasn't that long ago, so I'm happy that it's back to back. Damien, you said if I do the draft, you would definitely watch. Um, are you sure you wouldn't watch like Entertainer or Bad Dog? I don't want Thanos to win. I won't be able to see Endgame till next week, sadly. Hmm. That sucks, Zanewinder. Zanewinder, on Friday night, there's going to be a stream about Endgame. Please don't come in because it's going to be spoilers. Or you could come in and close your ears. I don't know what you want to do. Come in, say hi, and leave. Come in, say hi, give a thumbs up, and leave. I just don't want to spoil it for you. Of course, I would check on streams from time to time. Yeah, that's my fear, Damien, is that I'm doing a stream and then nobody's here for the NFL draft. I mean, I don't think it would ever be nobody, but there'd be a lot less people. Cause you're, yeah, 3 hours better be worth it because your butt is gonna hurt, Nathan. I am tired. Yes, I streamed yesterday. I only had Monday off. I streamed Sunday. I streamed. I'm tired. I got pink eye. That sucks. I hope you feel better, Nathan Spratt. I hope your eye gets better. So I streamed Sunday like all day pretty much with like 3 streams. They were all different, but they were streams. Were there 3 or 2? No, I think there were 2, but there were 2 long ones. One was Game of Thrones, and then one was the Madden stream. And then yesterday I did like a 3-hour-and-a-half stream for Avengers preview. And then right now, this is about almost what is it? This is like 2 hours and 15 minutes or something. So yeah, I am tired, but I love you guys and I love talking to you guys. Honestly, it's like the best. It makes me happy to know that I have viewers that will constantly come in. Damien says 3 hours of sitting in a movie theater listening to ignorant people. Well, the only thing I like about the movie theater that I chose is it has reclining chairs, so I'll be okay. Tell your brother, stop. Invite me. Tell your workers to let me come. How old are you, Zane Winder, by the way? People will cry in theater for Endgame. Oh, yeah. Honestly, yeah. And what I also love is getting everybody's opinions. Like, I have my own opinions. I like to have my own, but I also love to hear other people's. Like Damien said that Titanic is amazing. And I agree, it's a good movie, but I just think it's a little overrated. That's all. So, but I can see why he says that. People will cry in theater for Endgame. Ooh, I am going to an inclined theater too. Yeah, of course. I can't tell you what theater I'm going to, Nathan. For my own safety, I can't say that online. I don't know what crazy person will be watching this. It's in the city. That's all I'll tell you. It's in Manhattan. 18. Oh, Zayman, you're. Yeah. Yeah, Nathan Spratt. I wish we could too, but you don't even live in New York. Like, if you lived in New York, I would watch the movie with you. Well, not this one, because this one I'm watching with somebody, but another one, another movie I would watch with you. People will need to see a therapist after watching Endgame. Yeah. Definitely, Damien. I hope that they kill a lot of the superheroes, especially the pointless ones, like Hawkeye and all of them. Nathan doesn't like Thanos, but he's such an awesome villain. Well, I don't know if we're gonna see a villain like that again. That's one part Marvel has kind of messed up in the past. They didn't have some strong villains. Iron Man's gonna get. You think so? My brother said he wants to spoil. Oh my God, Zanewinder. Tell your brother is mean. Do you think Hawkeye daughter will appear in Endgame? I don't see the significance of her, Damien, so I don't think so. Unless like Hawkeye dies, maybe they'll show her, but otherwise, I don't know. I am not a Hawkeye fan. He's probably my least favorite Avenger out of all of them. Punch your brother if he does. Well, actually, Nathan Spratt wrote push. Or pook. What's pook? Pook your brother. Pook your brother. Hawkeye does nothing. He absolutely does nothing. Out of the 3 Avengers movies that everybody's seen, which one is your least favorite? Hawkeye's going down? Possibility. Thanos will kill Thanos. So you think he'll kill himself? I like all of the Avengers, but not the end for Infinity War. Why don't you like the end, Nathan Spratt? Everybody says the end was the best part. People will need therapy after Endgames, Dark Phoenix, and The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, man. Dark Phoenix, everybody's gonna need therapy. I love Rise. Rise of Skywalker, it looks like it's gonna be good too. A lot of people are hating on Dark Phoenix, but I think it'll surprise people. I'm hoping it does anyway. So out of the Avengers movie, which one is your least favorite out of the three? People will need therapy. Oh, yeah, I read that. Oh, and Ghostbusters. Yeah. My brother said he is surprised I'm hyped. Why? Why is he surprised about that? Because Thanos won and the people who's dusted away, I didn't know if they were coming back, bro. That's why. Obviously, they're going to come back. That's what they're making this movie. Oh, and Ghostbusters. Yeah, Ghostbusters. I'm looking forward to that. I think it'll be much better than the remake. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off. I appreciate all you guys, Brandon Rogers, Damian Estrada, Nathan Spratt, Zane Winder, Kim Mexico, EricVierthaler for being my special guest. Everybody in here, thank you for supporting the Movie Critic. Thank you for watching my streams and watching my videos. And there'll be a lot more content, as I promised. Christine will definitely get watch Nathan Spratt. So please chill. And everybody, the Movie Critic is tired. Long day at work, and now has done a lot of streams as well. So there will be another one. Maybe I'll do the draft. I'm still thinking about it. If I do the draft, I will see tomorrow. I don't know yet. I'm really contemplating it because there's already sports channels, and I feel like most of the traffic will be there. But I love each and one of you. So everybody have a good night. And all I gotta say is Movie Critic is out.